Dewan B. Black History Commercial. Take
1, and in comes the 2 to the 3 and 4.
Hold up. Celebrate our warriors and scholars. Black history on a t-shirt. Black people don't owe anybody anything but an ass whooping. Yep. Mothers of the movement, our scholars. Instead of wearing a sports jersey with someone else's name on your back, celebrate our leader's name on your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Get yours now at hotepish.com/shop. Free shipping on all orders over $75. Also, get your Black American Music family tree at incenseandashtrays.com/shop. 400 years of music created here in North America exclusively by Black Americans on one piece of artwork.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Hotep-ish, intelligent-ish talk, intelligent shit talk, where we bring the profound and the profane and a microphone that keeps moving away from me as I talk. I know it ain't my breath because I just took the Altoids, you know what I mean? You know what you gotta do? And this is advice to all you stanky breath niggas out there. You need to make sure you get some peppermint spirits. Go to Sprouts. The little spritz, that's heavy concentrated peppermint. Put some of that in the water. Then also get some peppermint tablets. And every few days or once a week or so, well, for you stanky breath niggas, every day for about 2 weeks, take some of them peppermint tablets, take some of them peppermint spritz and drink the water and clean your whole esophagus out. Some of you niggas been lying so much your breath smell like cow shit. You dig? So freshen up your breath, brothers. This is a commercial from me. Get some peppermint spritz, put it in your water, drink it and swig around and swallow. Cause your breath smells like donkey ass, all right?
Not swig around.
Yeah, then they gotta swiggle it around, Sarah. Because like some of these niggas, when they brush their teeth, they get the front of their teeth, they go like this, and they stop and they spit and they leave. Oh. That's if they brush their teeth at all. You asked me, how do I know this? I don't know. I just can tell by the way your breath smell. I'm assuming. You know, when you smell Colgate, but behind that Colgate, you smell yesterday's lunch. Like, why do I smell all of these layers of your breath, homie?
Not layers.
Niggas' breath be having layers, man. And this cheap ass goddamn microphone stand, goddamn. Was this motherfucker in a rock concert with this microphone stand? Did he pick it up and slam it like Slash from the Red? What the fuck?
Roxanne.
Roxanne! And then the butt on the red light. Then he picked up his microphone stand and was like, ha!
They don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, now this motherfucker running away from me. Like, god damn. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to get in talking about this past weekend's reparations rally. Yeah. But we're going to start off talking about, everybody's still talking about what's going on with Kyrie Irving, what's going on with the NBA. Lots of bullshit going on. And let me tell y'all something. Today, this morning, I canceled my NBA League Pass.
What?
Yes, I did. Sarah. Wow. I've been buying NBA League Pass since the 2005 season. Going back to, I think that was Chris Paul's rookie year. That's when I started getting NBA League Pass. Chris Paul's rookie year. And you know what I mean? Because I love basketball. Yeah. And it's this year's the cheapest it's ever been. Usually League Pass be like $200 a season.
Oh, absolutely.
They done brought the shit down to $100 a season. But I can't see myself paying to watch a whole bunch of tall bitches run up and down the court. Yeah, I said it. We see what's happening with Kyrie Irving.
I can give you my streaming key. You can do it for free.
I don't want to watch these hoe ass niggas. Like, I'm just like, you niggas is hoes. You niggas is hoes. All you niggas. Except for Jaylen Brown. Thank you for Jaylen Brown speaking up. Kevin Durant said a little bit, you know what I mean? But all they gotta do is, and these hoe ass niggas run back. Yeah. I mean, we see what's happening with Kyrie Irving. We all see it. No one still has told us anything he said that's anti-anything. Come on. He posted a link to a video.
Well, what is the heat for Jeff Bezos?
I don't even want to go there because a lot of people go in there. I don't think Jeff Bezos deserves anything. I believe in a platform that sells things. All of that shit should be up for consumption. People got the money to buy whatever information they want to buy. They should have it. I'm not going to penalize Jeff because what'll happen is if they start going after Jeff Bezos for putting the platform to this movie, what's going to happen is down the line, because they play chess, not checkers, they're going to start saying when the next Hidden Colors that comes out or the next black movie that says something, anything other than what these white folks want to know, they'll deplatform it. So I don't even want to go there with it. I don't think nobody should be penalized. At the end of the day, the movie was made. And if it's something wrong with it, I'm not endorsing the movie. I ain't saying don't watch it either. I'm saying do what the fuck you want to do. All I'm saying is this, if the information is out there, watch it and you decide what it is. Yeah. I don't want no government censoring shit for me.
Yeah.
That's what I put the image we have on screen right now. I found that on Twitter and it was perfect. Now, someone tagged me on Facebook with this. I didn't make this one. Most of these things I make, the next one I'll show you is something I made. Oh. But this one here is something, but this is right. NBA stands for neutered black athlete.
Damn.
Kyrie Irving posted a video and what's happening? You saw LeBron James' whole ass come out and be like, there's no place for hate in our league.
But this is what they did to the Bucks. Remember they did to the Bucks when during slavery.
Yeah, during slavery.
They bring them out and they
get the biggest buck.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and make sure you know that even the strongest ones of y'all are all still under my control.
The reason why it's such a big issue is because Robert Sarver, owner of the Phoenix Suns, got caught systemically being racist towards black people. Mm-hmm. And when we talk about systemic racism, we're talking about denying people money based on the color of their skin. They fined him $1 million. Kyrie Irving just got fined $500,000. You mean tell me it's half? I mean, Kyrie Irving for posting a video got half the fine, and when you add up the games he's gonna miss, that's more money Kyrie Irving's gonna pay than the owner of the Phoenix Suns. Then the Phoenix Suns owner is going to sell the team. Teams are going for billions of dollars right now. So he's about to come out like a fat cat for being racist. And you heard, what did you hear from LeBron James and those guys? Oh man, it wasn't nice that he said that, man. It just showed that racism is just an ugly thing. Or they didn't say nothing at all. Mm-hmm. But now that Kyrie just say something, you got these big swole, you got Shaq, you got Charles Barkley, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. And I told you niggas back in 2016 when Shannon Sharp first came out that it was some bullshit. Because people was all happy when Skip and Shannon first came out. Shannon Sharp was pro-black, bigger than black. That motherfucker sounded like Khalid Muhammad.
Skip.
And I was telling niggas, Fox does this move all the time. They did the same thing in the early 90s with In Living Color and Martin and Living Single. They let a show come out be black, because hella black shit gets ratings. When black people are allowed to just be us, the whole world watch us. We magnets like that. You dig? But the minute they get their viewership up to where they want to, now it's time to pivot and bring in the bullshit. Mm-hmm. So we see it with Shannon Sharp. We see it with we have Richard Jefferson on NBA. You had James Brown. The dude covers NFL. And he got that compass hairline. The dude James Brown on NFL coverage talking about the whole Kyrie thing. You got a whole bunch of big, buck broken, grown ass black men acting like bitches.
Yeah.
And I said, acting like bitches. Because what happens, Sarah, is they'll hear a black man like me talking like this, and those same niggas will want to get real tough and buck with me for talking like this. But then when a minute a white man say something or do something that harms his people, now, Robert Sarver, man, I know it's not good that he racist, man, but we just need to have a conversation and come together. Niggas go right back to picking the cotton.
Oh, absolutely. Chicken George in a minute.
Yeah, but when I say it, them same niggas want to fight me. I ain't fighting none of you niggas. Not over this shit. But I am here to call y'all bitches. Look at that. This is basically, now this is something I made. This is basically what's going on. You got Massa Adam Silver putting Kyrie's head in the guillotine, and you got Shaq and Shannon Sharp saying, go right on the head.
Yes, sir. Go on right ahead, sir.
Two big, black, dark, ox-looking niggas. Them niggas would have been the most mightiest slave hands. Can you imagine Shaq and Shannon Sharp on a plantation? Man, them niggas would have had dredges on their back, working from 4 in the morning to 10 at night. But these are the first niggas to go around and allow Kyrie Irving to get thrown up under the bus. The NBA and sports in general is full of hoe-ass niggas. I said it and I stand on it.
That part. Because
you taking money and you allowing a black man to get thrown up under the bus. You's a big... I don't respect them, Sarah.
No, you
so
didn't.
Cause like I was in DC this past weekend.
Okay.
I stayed an extra night in DC. I wasn't gonna come on Sunday, but I saw that the Wizards was playing against I forgot, the Wizards were playing somebody on Sunday night. I think Memphis. And so I'm gonna stay an extra day and go to the game. I was about to get some floor, at least if not floor seats, something more close in the first 5 rows. I was ready for all that. But after seeing this shit, you got CJ McCollum going around. He's the president of the Players Union saying that he throwing Kyrie up under the bus, saying that there's no room for hate speech, and the man didn't say a goddamn thing. Mm-hmm. What speech? What did he say? And I see all these hoe ass niggas backing away from him. I can't watch them. Why would I give 2 or 3 hours of my time to watch a whole bunch of hoe ass niggas? Now, I don't expect anything. I don't expect basketball players to be, I don't expect everybody to be Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I don't even want everybody speaking. It would be cool if only 1 or 2 people spoke. Because most people don't know shit, so I don't want them talking. I am totally cool with people being quiet. Let me start off by saying that there's nothing wrong with shutting the fuck up. You know what I mean? I'd rather only 1 or 2 people speak. Mm-hmm. The people who've taken the time to say things with clarity and understanding. I'm not here to say everybody got to be Muhammad Ali. What I am saying is this. You see what they doing to your brother, and he is your brother, whether you want to agree with it or not, because the people that's doing it to him, they see us all as one big nigga. Yeah. You may see yourselves as different, but the people telling Kyrie Irving that the people of color, remember, the owner of the Nets is Taiwanese. He's from Taiwan, giving this black man a lesson in saying that part of the conditions for Kyrie coming back was Kyrie had to demonstrate to the level of satisfaction of the Taiwanese owner of the New Jersey Nets that he understood. How can someone from Taiwan accurately judge white-black relations here in America? We got a whole cultural thing that's been going on here, fight that's been going on in America between black and white since 1619. How can a third party come in and accurately judge anything? Ain't nobody telling him. Remember when LeBron James spoke and said something about China a few years ago? They put his ass in check.
Real fast.
We can't speak on other people's cultural relations. Why don't that owner George Saki, where the fuck your name is, why don't you help use your money to ease Chinese Taiwanese tensions? How about that? Y'all got your own tensions between nations over in Asia that you got to deal with. Why the fuck you in black and white business?
That's too much like right.
And while this people of color person is in black and white business, you got all these hoe ass athletes speaking out against Kyrie. That's my problem. If LeBron James didn't say nothing, I'd be fine with that. I don't want his ass talking anyway. He lied all the goddamn time. Why every time he got a book open, he on the first page? I don't want LeBron James speaking for me. That nigga had a video out when what's his name, when Takeoff died. He said that he'd been on the Migos since 2010. The Migos didn't drop their first mixtape till 2011. I don't want that lying ass nigga talking for me.
Before.
Yeah. Right, LeBron James. You knew you was all up on them before they created their first mixtape. All right, I believe you. So I'm not here saying that these niggas got to be Muhammad Ali. I'm not saying that. I'm saying shut the fuck up. You see a black man getting lynched the way he's getting lynched, and you gonna speak out against him?
Yeah.
That's the hoest of ho. I can't respect you as a man now.
Not the hoest of hoes.
Put sports to the side. Put entertainment value to the side. Just man to man. You see, and I don't give a fuck about your money, because this was gonna happen, Sarah. Mm-hmm. Somebody gonna be like, well, man, he doing it for the bag, man. Well, if you one of those, he doing it for the bag, I don't respect you either.
Thank you.
Because there's a certain thing as a man. You know?
Yeah.
You know who does everything for the bag?
Hoes.
A hoe.
Yeah. Hoes
So,
do everything for the bag.
yeah, you got high price hoes, you got low price hoes.
Excuse me, escorts.
Yeah. You got the Kim Kardashian hoes, and you got the hoes on the corner of 48th and Figueroa. Still hoes.
Shout out to Fig.
Shouts out to Fig, yeah. Shouts out to Fig. But they still hoes.
Yeah.
There comes a point to where your integrity and your principles shine. Mm. And if you don't have that point, I don't respect you as a man. Now, you can do what you want to do. I'm not going to spend much time, on talking about you, because at this point, you've shown me you the snake you are. Just, all right, cool. I'm going to keep pushing. Mm. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to tell you wrong. I'm not going to say I'm right. Look, I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just going by my own moral ethics. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And there comes a point to where there's not enough money you can use to buy me off. And I've done this before. When I used to do loans, I wouldn't sell black people certain loans. Those loans paid me 3.5 points on the back end. There were certain loans in 2007, 2006 that were put out there that I would not push. I'll take 1 point versus 3 points. A point, for those who don't know, is a percentage of the loan amount. So say the loan amount's $1 million, 1 point is what, 10,000? Something like that? Because there's 1% of $1 million. Well, on the same thing that could pay me, so in other words, to put it in layman's terms, if I'm doing $1 million loan, I can have this one loan that will pay me $35,000 for that one loan, and a different loan that will pay me $10,000. I will take the one that paid me 10, because that one that paid me 35 was gonna fuck up somebody, and I gotta sleep tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's my thing. Everybody ain't like that. I'm not here to judge. Hell, my last job that I had, there was one point where they had fired 3 black people at my job. There was a bunch of people up that were out there that only laid the black people off. I went to the CEO, because CEO came down and basically tried to have one of those corporate meetings, like, is everything okay kind of meetings. And I stood up and put my job on the line in front of the CEO, because I didn't think it was right that them 3 black people got fired. They were really good at what they did too. I put my job on the line. I've taken less money because I have a moral ethic. Even on my show, on my YouTube channel right now, I don't take certain sponsors. If you got I've had plenty of people with little quick, little get rich type scheme kind of things and try to come run an ad on my channel. No, you can keep your $500. You can keep your $1,000. I don't care. I'm not about to take an ad that can potentially dissuade people who watch my show and trust what I say. That's how I live my life as a man. And with all that, I still take care of my wife. My wife don't work. I take care of that woman. I'm going to make it. I'm going to get it. It ain't no fucking money you can buy me off with. So when I see somebody that got 10 times the amount of money I got, and they still saying it's for the bag, well, you basically saying fuck me, so fuck you too. You saying fuck my people, so fuck you. That shit don't impress me, nigga. That does not impress me. What impressed me is ethics. What impressed me is somebody that can turn something down because they have a bigger picture in mind. That they have a moral compass that's bigger than the day-to-day mundane things we face with in life. Because we all face with challenges, all of us. But what decisions do you make when you challenge? And I ain't saying niggas gotta be perfect either. You don't have to be, it's gonna be times people fuck up. The reason why I knew not to give certain people bad loans is because at one point I gave somebody a bad loan, and that shit didn't feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I educated myself, I knew better what that loan was like. When I worked at the bank, they would come at you like, push this product, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. So I'm listening to my job, I pushed the product, and then one day I read the product and was like, that's what this is? Once I knew better, I did better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not here to judge. Everybody's at different levels in their life. But Shaq know what this coon ass is doing. He know.
Oh, absolutely.
Shaq know. Nigga damn near 50 talking about the bag still. That's some whole shit. You 7 feet tall with all that power, and you still tooting your ass up for a bag? That's weak. Charles Barkley, Stephen A. Smith, Richard, all these ex-athletes is hoes. These niggas, that's why I respect Paul Pierce. Because Paul Pierce is like, you know what, man, fuck all that.
That part.
I gotta say what they want me to say. I can't gamble. They made Paul Pierce look like the enemy because he's a single man and he was gambling with naked chicks around. Is there a better thing to do in life than gamble with naked chicks around when you single?
Sounds amazing to me.
They fired Paul Pierce for being a man. And they give Charles Barkley a big contract for being a hoe. See how that worked? Mm-hmm. I don't respect it. So this morning, I did something that I thought I'd never do. I canceled NBA League Pass.
Oof.
That hurts. I love basketball. You know, I was looking forward to seeing some down screens get set, kick it out to the wingman pass to the corner drop it down to the short corner late. Man, I was looking forward to this shit. Pin down screens with the Spurs, that Spurs pin down system that Popovich run. Throw the ball into the pinch post, swing the ball to the corner, set it back down, pin screen, rotate that hole back to the side, corner three wide open, boom.
Hey.
I'm looking forward to this shit. But something in me, I just can't watch a league of hoes. And I'm not telling everyone else to boycott. You have to follow your moral compass. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm better than people who watch basketball either. If you choose to watch, that's fine because we're all at a different point in our consciousness. 10 years ago, I probably ignored this shit, Sarah.
Yeah.
But you know, when you develop and you grow and you learn more and you get more into who you are, you got to do what's best for you.
You know, so you do better.
Yeah. So I'm not saying to you guys out there that this is a call to boycott. I don't believe in mass anything because we saw that with Colin Kaepernick. I saw this shit with Kaepernick. I told people with Kaepernick, don't make this about Kaepernick, make it about the issue. Because if it's about the person, all it takes is the person to get bought off or apologize and the mission's over with. So I'm not here to tell you what to do. You got to make that decision on your own. I'm telling you what DeJuan Brown is doing. As a lifelong lover of basketball, I was there when Kobe won his last championship. I was sitting on the 15th row, Game 7 of the 2010 NBA Finals. One of the greatest moments of my life. I've had courtside seats. I
bet that's dope. I bet that was awesome.
Hell yeah. I've sat earlier that series, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook and James Harden, I was sitting in courtside seats next to Jeannie Buss, their first playoff game.
What?
Yeah, because Jeannie Buss is right behind the first row in it's like little floor boxes on the visitors end of the Staples Center.
Uh-huh.
I've had the best seats. I've been to 9 different All-Star weekends. I was there when LeBron won his first All-Star game MVP. I thought Ray Allen should have won it in New Orleans in 2009. I had courtside seats for that. I've had courtside seats for dunk contests. I've been to play. I was there when Michael Jordan cussed out Chameleon there. Did I ever tell y'all that story?
No.
I dare y'all. People that follow me on YouTube know this story, but you caffeine niggas, I'm gonna tell y'all the story real quick. I was there. If y'all go back and you can look up on YouTube right now and hear Chameleon side of the story. And I've been telling the story online for a long time, so y'all can look me up. But it was All-Star Weekend in New Orleans. I think that was 2008 or 2009. I think it was 2008 because it was right after Katrina. Yeah, because I think Vegas was 07, New Orleans was 08. Mm-hmm. Something like that. Whatever, don't quote me. Well, either the 08 or 09, All-Star Week in New Orleans. I'm at the Michael Jordan party. Mind you, earlier that night, there was a giveaway. There was a Kapoo tournament giveaway. And like, not a giveaway, auction. Them niggas wasn't giving away shit. It was a pool table tournament auction. And that night, I saw Terrell Owens, he auctioned and got like a signed Joe Montana and Dan Marino jersey. But a Chameleonaire won a Michael Jordan signed jersey at the auction. I saw him win it. I was like, okay, that's cool. Later that night, we had Michael Jordan's party. And Michael Jordan is sitting I'm sitting at the bar. Michael Jordan's about 10 feet from me. He's 10 or 15 feet. He's with Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett. This was that year that the Celtics were on their way to the NBA. This is the year the Lakers played the Celtics in the NBA. Oh, sorry, it's 2008. Because the Lakers played the Celtics in the finals that year. The Lakers lost to the Celtics 4-2. But that was that year. You knew the Celtics were going to be in the finals that year because it's like they had just got Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett. You knew they were going to be champions that year. So I'm watching because I'm thinking it's dope. These three cats, even though I hate the Celtics because I'm a Laker fan, I think it's dope to see them talking to Michael Jordan. So I'm just kind of at the bar chilling. And then Chameleonaire walks up. And Chameleonaire's like, hey, MJ, I just won this signed jersey, man. Could you sign this for me? Sarah.
Hey, it sound desperate.
This nigga MJ looks over at Paul Pierce and he said, yo, who is this nigga?
Damn, you riding dirty.
Oh, no. I was like, yo.
Riding dirty. Yeah.
And then Chameleonaire looking like he lost it, like he just lost his best friend. Like
He did. Michael Jordan was his best friend.
Michael Jordan was like, man, get this nigga away from me.
Get this nigga.
Oh, that nigga walked away looking so dejected.
Hurt. That gotta hurt like motherfucker.
Sarah, this back when the Sidekick was out. I went on my Sidekick. I pulled up my MySpace page.
Oh, this is long ago.
Yeah, this is Sidekick days. I pulled up my Sidekick because it was like back then you couldn't really. It was hard to post on your phone. You still had to kind of go to your computer to post things. But you could pull it up. You could pull up the website through your Sidekick. I went right on my Sidekick, went to my Facebook page and my MySpace page and was like, yo, I just saw Michael Jordan cuss out the millionaire. And this is the days before that was popular to post from your phone. Like, you had to go through a whole lot of shit to post from your phone back then.
But when you did, you did.
Yeah. That shit was funny.
That is terrible. That is terrible.
But I'm just saying this to talk about how much I love basketball, how much I've been around basketball my whole life. Mm-hmm. So this isn't easy for me. But I'm a man. And I don't like being disrespected.
That part.
And I don't like seeing black men get treated like dogs. And when I see Kyrie Irving being treated worse than the owner who economically disenfranchise people based off the color of their skin, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
When I see Kyrie Irving being told to do something, Brett Favre did what he did. And I didn't see, them niggas basically said, man, it's wrong what Brett Favre did. Next story. I didn't see them saying none of this shit about Brett Favre.
No.
He sold $5 million from people on welfare.
But that's welfare, you know. They don't care, you know. It's welfare.
So, just as a man, I don't like the way y'all treat me, NBA, so I can't fuck with you. Now, depending on how you act and treat Kyrie Irving moving forward, I'm not saying I'm forever going to not watch basketball. I don't know what tomorrow brings. But I know where I stand. And I'm not telling other people to stand with me. I'm saying follow your own moral consciousness. That's what I'm saying. How do you feel? If you don't think it's a big deal, you rather watch basketball, I'm not going to judge you. It is what it is. You got to do what's best for you. But I really wanted to see that Wizards game in DC because I've been to almost all of the NBA arenas, but I've been looking forward to going to that Capital One arena because I like the way it looks on TV. Like I've gone, this is how much I love basketball. I've gone to see games in Portland, Oregon, in Minnesota, Minneapolis. I went to Minneapolis, Minnesota in the wintertime to watch a game. I went to Cleveland to see LeBron James return. When LeBron James played against the Cavs as a member of the Heat, the game was December 4th, 2010. Look me up. I know. I still got the ticket stub. Is it December 4th or December 5th? One of those two. When he first came back to play against the Cavs as a member of the Heat. I flew to Cleveland in the dead of winter in that snow to see that shit. I've gone to games in Miami. I've gone to games in Phoenix. I've gone to games in Memphis. I've traveled this country to watch basketball. And to not go to the game on Sunday, I want to go.
Understandable.
But I couldn't. I was ready to drop 500. I just wanted a seat somewhere in the first 5 rows, and I would have paid up to $500 for that, and couldn't do it. So
couldn't do it, and part of Vernon, I have not. I just looked up this on comment. No, I've not seen the United Center. That's another. I've always wanted to go to the United Center. I've always wanted to go to the United Center. To me, on TV, the United Center is the most beautiful arena inside in basketball. I've always wanted to go to the United Center, but no, I haven't. And I don't know if I'll be going anytime soon now. But I don't know. Part of the reason why I guess I'm on this is because this past weekend in Washington, D.C., we had a dope rally for reparations. And I spoke. It was cool. Yeah, this is... Show some of the pictures I sent you. Yeah, this is me there, the Rally for Reparations. We had a dope time. It was a lot of... This is early. This is before the rally started. This is the crowd. These pictures I'm taking, this is an hour before it started. This is how crowded it was. An hour before it started. And we had estimates of upwards of 5,000 people there. Oh, that's...
Oh, not there.
Not
yeah, keep going on. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got to come.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me take care of the photos.
Yeah, I don't know where that James Toney picture came from. James Toney was one of my all-time favorite boxers, but he ain't part of this conversation. James Toney had that Philly shell defense. Man, you go to punch him, you turn the head, yaga! But yeah, so we had a rally for reparations this past weekend. And reparations is one of those things that I've been hearing a lot of coons say since I've been alive. We ain't never gonna get no reparations. Well, part of the reason why we ain't got reparations is because we got hoe-ass niggas like y'all telling us what we ain't gonna get instead of fighting for it. Word of the gay people said we ain't never gonna have gay marriage be legalized. People forget just recently as 2008, as liberal as California is, in 2008, California voted down gay marriage. But the gay people kept sticking through it. And they kept sticking through it like they always do. My bad.
Sticking in there.
My bad.
Sticking in
No disrespect. I'm just talking about as an example,
Oh, okay.
For those of us who remember the context of America pre-2010, gay marriage seemed like something that was never going to happen. The president wasn't for it at the time. California, the most liberal state in the union, voted it down. It didn't look like it was going to happen. But there was a small, determined group of people that kept pushing and kept pushing. These are the wrong words.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying anything.
No, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're taking it up the ass.
They kept grinding. Now, my bad.
Oh, grinding. That's horrible.
Yeah, they took the long chocolate road, but they got there.
Chocolate road.
But they got there. They weren't listening to naysayers on the side saying it ain't gonna happen. So there are those of us out there who believe, who have faith, and we're not going to stop until it's done. Is reparations going to happen tomorrow? Probably not. But what happens if black people keep pushing over the next every 2 years, every day? Then when the 2 years come, every 2 years when it's time to vote, we say, what about our reparations? And we pull back. What if we keep pushing and keep saying, okay, we're going to be silent participators in the political system, meaning we'll be there. We're going to be very politically engaged, very politically involved. But if you ain't speaking to us, we're not going to fuck with you.
See, this is what happens with reparations. People are saying that reparations ain't gonna happen. No, they will. Reparations is gonna happen. I promise you they will. Just like they were saying civil rights won't happen. A lot of black people saying civil rights were never gonna happen in 1961. Learn history.
Learn your history.
Learn history. Black people, every time we fought in this country, we've won. People were saying in 1859 that we're never going to get out of slavery. You dig? And when the Civil War started, the Union was definitely losing. And then in December 1962, black people were allowed to start fighting for the Union, and we fought our way to freedom. Trust me, the Union does not win, according to Abraham Lincoln himself, without the black soldiers getting involved. We've always won when we fought. We just have an issue with we just stop fighting. Or in the middle of a fight, we'll let the NAACP or one of these organizations funded by them same folks mad at Kyrie change the message. That's what happened. That's what the NAACP did, because we were going for reparations in the 50s, but we allowed the NAACP to change it to integration. And that was the move this time around. That's what Black Lives Matter was supposed to be about. But we called them out. Black Lives Matter didn't survive because people like me been calling them out since 2013. It was I took a lot of bullets from black people in 2013 for calling out Black Lives Matter. But I knew the bullshit trick bag that they were, because I seen this play because I studied the history of the NAACP. I studied the history of the US organization and all of these counter-revolutionary programs funded by those folks that ultimately undermined black progress. So we allow those type groups to change the message. Difference is now black folks aren't allowing groups to change messages. We made sure that we had a rally in Washington, D.C. this past weekend so we can get the message out clearly. And we had Brother Kaba speak, Dr. James Small spoke, Teslin Figueroa spoke, Connie Collins, Dr. Randy Short. Salute to Dr. Short. Tariq Nasheed spoke. He organized it. Tariq organized a well-organized event, and I want to salute that brother because I was on Twitter the other day, and my homie Tashina Arnold, salute to Tashina. That's my best friend. I love that woman. That's my nigga right there. Tashina shouted me out on Twitter and was talking about people need to follow black media, and she included me in that. And then hoe ass Roland Martin gonna be like, I don't know about them. There's some grifters up in there. Like, Roland Martin, if you don't sit your Rubik's Cube head shaped ass down.
Not Rubik's Cube.
That owl head shaped ass nigga. Don't throw some hate up in the game. So, and I knew he was probably referring to Tariq, whatever, because people like saying that. But look, let me tell y'all something about this past weekend's event. When I look at the effort put into it, and mind you, this rally was put together in only 3 weeks. We had about 5,000 people show up in 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Of planning. Yeah, I met at least a dozen people that came way from LA. People drove from Chicago. People drove from Atlanta, flew in from Texas. A couple people flew in from Seattle. It was people drove up from Florida. People drove and flew from all 4 corners of this country to be a part of this rally that was organized in less than 3 weeks. I mean, it had a stage, the sound system, the amount of effort that Tariq and Jade, salute to Jade, Lioness Crown, she helped organize it, Connie Collins, they put real effort into that. When I look at just the cost, because I perform. I mean, I know how much these rental things cost. That event that he put on the low end probably cost him $30,000 in production costs, anywhere from 30 to 50. And I see people like Roland Martin mad that he put up a donation thing. I'm like, well, if he was there and saw what was there, the amount of money, just between the staging, the porta potties, and all that stuff, you're looking at on the low end 30 racks. But it shows that the care that the brother has for Black America, and it was done to the level that you would want a rally done for reparations. And it was so much love out there, Sarah. The minute I got on my Uber, it was like a big ass family reunion, man.
What's that?
I mean, people had signs out. People, I saw like my different shirts, Reparations now. I saw this shirt. I saw at least I saw at least 20 people wearing my shirts. They had my Reparations Now shirts on. They had my Black American Music Tree. That same ad that I run at the beginning, y'all need to go to hotepish.com/shop and get my shirts. I saw people out there with my Black People Don't Owe Anybody But an Ass Whooping shirt. I saw a lot of my product out there and a lot of other people's product. I mean, you saw Black people loving each other, getting along. Sarah, it felt so good. Can you play that video I sent you? The video, I think I emailed that one. It's you don't have to play the whole video, but I want to play. I want y'all to see. And I went up. I didn't even go play it in the speak, Sarah.
Oh, you didn't play in the speak?
Hell nah. When I went. Look, I went to be a part of the energy. I just wanted to be around like-minded Black people that have a winning mindset. You know. I wanted to be around 5,000 Black people that wasn't coming around saying, well, they ain't gonna give us nothing. I'm around them kind of niggas all the time.
Yeah, don't eat those.
Yeah, I want to be around some people that have a winning mindset. You know, and it's something about being in that energy.
Yeah.
And it was just dope being there. And so, but I got a call the night before to speak. Because how it happened was, it was crazy how it happened. I was on the phone. No, I'm not gonna tell the story. I'm not gonna tell the story.
Not gonna tell the story?
Because it involves names. I don't know if they don't want me. Well, I was on the phone. I was on the phone with somebody, and somebody thought I was gonna speak. And I'm like, nice, I was there to be a part of the environment. And they were like, oh no, you gotta speak. They called some people that they knew was organizing. It was like, you gotta have DeJuan B speak. And a few minutes later, I got a call and it was like, hey, you wanna do a Q&A? I was like, yeah. I didn't know what I was gonna say. Sarah, I didn't know what questions they was gonna ask.
What?
But you know me, I do everything off the top of my head because I speak from the heart.
Yeah.
So I don't need to prepare a speech. Just like I don't prepare these shows for y'all. I speak from my heart. So I just went there and spoke from my heart. And they loved it. And it was dope. It was dope. It was dope. It was dope. And you got a video ready?
Yes, I do.
I want y'all to see the video. Then we're gonna talk about why we had this rally.
All right. Hear it.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, the video was fuzzy, but if y'all might go on my Instagram, you'll see it. On my Twitter, you'll see it. That was when Tariq, and then when they announced me when we came back out on stage at the end of the show, not show, but at the end of the rally. I always say show. Usually when I'm on stage, 99% of the time it's a show. This is one of the. Oh man, when I saw the people, I so wanted to break out into a comedy set. Ooh, I wanted to. But I had to keep focused. I still made it funny.
It's not the time or the place.
I know, that's why I didn't do comedy. I talked about reparations, but I'm just saying when you had that much energy coming, you want to make the niggas laugh. But no, we kept it professional. And of course I integrated some funny into it because just because you're talking about serious business don't mean you can't have a good time doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great turnout in only 3 weeks of planning. And so people ask, what did you get from a reparations rally? What's all that? Let me tell you what you get. You get the gathering of 5,000 like minds. And what happens is this: we know how niggas think at the end of the day.
Of course.
Most niggas don't think we deserve 2 pennies to rub together. So the first thing they're gonna say anytime Black people are making a move is 9 out of 10 Black people gonna talk about why we can't get that thing done. Just tell the truth. That's 9 out of 10 Black people. Mm-hmm. The first thing they're gonna tell you is why it can't happen. Fine. Just like for those when Obama ran, like Black folks love Obama now, but I remember when he first started running in 2007, niggas wasn't fucking with Obama. Niggas was fucking with Hillary.
Hell no.
Niggas didn't think Obama had a chance, so everybody was fucking with Hillary. It wasn't until Obama won the Iowa caucus that black people was like,
We may need to look at this nigga.
white people like him? Oh shit, did we like him? That's just how niggas think.
Oh, which I think is so coon.
It's very coonish. But so it's a lot of black people that don't think reparations is a thing. So when they see that many people gathered, it allows them to see that it's serious. That it's more than just some niggas online huffing and puffing. Mm-hmm. We had a dope article done on it by NPR. And let me tell y'all something. MSNBC, CNN, all the news networks, they was there. They was lurking around. They ain't say, I guarantee you, had a fight broke out, the cameras would have been right there rolling.
Right there.
But what happened is it was peaceful. Sarah, do you know when we were done, there was no trash on the ground?
Because come on now.
Because black people didn't litter.
No.
Thank you for all you guys who came. The people who came, when they came with their water bottles, you had people come from California with their kids. Mm-hmm. And there was no trash on the ground when we were done. We didn't have to go around picking up papers.
We're very civil.
Because people cleaned up behind themselves. You're right, we're very civil. Remember, black people are the ones that we invented indoor plumbing.
Yeah. We told you to wash your ass.
Yeah, we told you to wash your ass and wash your hands when you come in this kitchen.
Like, where you going?
Where you going? You don't come in this kitchen without washing your hands. Mama, I ain't even touching no food. Wash your hands anyway. You're dirty.
That's my mama all day long.
So it was no trash on the ground. People, there was love, and the messaging got out very clearly. And
how did that make you feel?
Man, Sarah, it felt good. And you know what? I had a moment to myself because like Sunday night, instead of going to the Wizards game, I got on one of those scooters and I just went all through DC and I went by the Washington Monument.
That seems so fun.
I went by the Lincoln Memorial. Hey, y'all. I sat on the Lincoln Memorial with a dun, 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 and got, woo! I was, Sarah, I was sitting on the Lincoln Memorial like, I was like, 4
Okay.
and 7 years ago. That was fun.
Hell yeah, that sounded shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I had a moment sitting on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial because those are the same steps that King gave his famous speech at. And I was looking over because people always say, DeJuan, why fight? We need to leave. There's nothing in America for us. Let me tell us without getting emotional. My family built this country. I'm not leaving. I love America. I love this country. This is my home. The stars and the stripes. The reason why America shines red, white, and blue, didn't no white man think of that, fool. The star Sirius, the dog star, 4 light years away, the star that our sun revolves around. What color does it shine when it comes above the horizon? Red, white, and blue. That's why the United States flag is red, white, and blue.
Shine bright like
it's an homage to the star Sirius. People be like, oh, that astrology, ooh, DeJuan, you read cards, ooh, that's spooky. Well, that's what your Bible is based on, fool. That's what this country is based on, people. Why do you think Jesus had 12 disciples? That's the 12 signs of the zodiac plus the sun. Plus, that's the, go look at the picture of the Last Supper. You got the first house, the hearts. You got the first, and you got Aries, you got Taurus and Gemini. That's the first 3. Then go look. I wish I had a picture of the Last Supper. That's astrology. Do you know the city of Washington, D.C. is in alignment with the constellation Virgo?
Oh, I'm a Virgo.
Yes, the great George Washington, the great Benjamin Banneker.
Oh, yes.
Benjamin Banneker designed the city of Washington, D.C. They lie and tell you that he designed it off memory. No. He was a master astrologer and master mason.
Absolutely.
Benjamin Banneker is the person that saved America from starvation. The United States was about to starve because our calendar has 365 and a quarter days. Well, when them stupid ass Europeans reformed the calendar, they didn't add the quarter day. So by the time you get to the 1700s, the seasons are off by about 2 weeks. So the crops weren't growing. So Benjamin Banneker, the same black man that designed the city of Philadelphia and the city of Washington, D.C., came up with the Farmer's Almanac. And the Farmer's Almanac, and he also corrected the calendar, put in that 3/4 of it, that 1/4 of a day. That way the calendar doesn't get off. That same black man designed Washington, D.C., and he aligned it with the constellation Virgo. When you look at the big obelisk that they call the Washington Monument, that's in alignment. When the 4th of July comes, you see Sirius. When that right there is in the morning. Sirius is too early in the morning, but Sirius is right there off to the side, and Virgo is right there above it. Like all that whole city is an astrological symbol. And so I had to, like, my ancestors designed that. They didn't just build these monuments. They were the brains behind them too. We always talk about black people and the slave labor. Yes, we did. But people don't understand part of the slave labor was the genius. Now, Benjamin Banneker was never a slave. He was free. He was a contractor. But a lot of people that designed different things in this country were black people who were slaves. They were slave engineers back then. We were also the brains behind this country, and we still are.
Yes, we are.
And my family built this. I'm not leaving this shit. I love this place. I just don't like the way this place treats me. So in the line of my family, I'm going to be the one to fight to make sure this motherfucker treat me right. Because my family fought. I got names and documents of family that fought in the Revolutionary War against Great Britain. My family fought in the War of 1812. Those of you who don't know, the War of 1812 was when the British came to the United States and they burnt down the whole city of Washington, D.C. People don't understand Washington, D.C. had to be rebuilt after 1812 because the British burnt it down. My family fought in that fucking war. And they participated in rebuilding that city. I ain't leaving this shit. My family fought in the Civil War. Ex-slaves out of Kentucky and out of Mississippi. And so did my free family, the Roberts side of my family. They were free in Indiana. They had their freedom. You know what they did? They still fought in that fucking war to free other black people. That's my blood. My family fought in World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea.
Korea.
Ain't that how the old black men always said it, Sarah? We fought in Korea. If you got somebody...
You been in that Korea.
Oh, shit, they got the goddamn...
Oh, we got Amber Alert.
Oh, it's a flood. California got an Amber Alert. It says flood warning.
Oh, yeah. I'm used to that.
But my family fought in the battle in Korea. And that's how you know, because if you
in the Korea.
Yeah, in the Korea.
In the Korea.
Because you know niggas, like people, if somebody says I have an uncle that fought in Korea, you didn't talk to that uncle. That uncle dead. Because if you heard the story directly from that uncle or from that grandfather, they're gonna say Korea. All right, family that fought Vietnam, or Nam as they called it, and Operation Iraqi Freedom and the war in Baghdad. I ain't leaving this motherfucker. My family been paying taxes in this bitch since taxes have been levied.
Okay, the levy on the tax.
We don't leave, we fight. Everything that America has that's so-called good is something that a black person fought for.
We be fighting. I was like,
everything. And so I'm carrying my family tradition.
Okay, I am very, 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 very with the person in the chat room.
What they say?
Why don't you run for office?
Cause why? Because you niggas ain't gonna support me.
Hell yeah. I shoot. I'll be out there for you.
No, people would. Here's the reason why I won't. Because when people have true intentions and do good, then folks throw a case on them.
Man, I hope you know the sister that's running for mayor in Inglewood.
Yeah.
Like,
See, me, it ain't about that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because what happens is when you do right by the people, they throw a case on you.
Somebody said blacks don't be voting, no cap.
And the truth is, all it takes is TMZ to create a lie about me, and 98% of black people are gonna believe it.
No, but the thing is that TMZ didn't make you though. Some people out here, and
it's not about that.
Man, you got too many people out here that love you that are very credible.
They do, but here's the thing: look what's happening to Kyrie Irving right now. People love Kyrie Irving.
Well,
who's speaking up for him?
Whoever. First of all, the fact that the number one nigga on any sports platform that niggas hate is the one person that have actually had his back, and that was Jason Whitlock. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, he plays. I don't even
had his back.
I don't even buy into him because all he does. It's the whole Republican. It's good cop, bad cop. All Jason Whitlock is gonna do is see what are the black people arguing about, and he's gonna take the opposite side.
He's gonna pull a Herschel.
I'm not. Let's just tell. All it takes is them folks to throw it. Look what happened with R. Kelly. Look at Bill Cosby.
Come on.
Look what happened with Bill Cosby.
You're right.
Bill Cosby spent his life fighting for black people. They found one quote he made in the pound cake speech, and black people say, "Well, black people left Bill Cosby to dry." And
you got to Byron Allen these niggas though. Byron Allen, they tried to get Byron Allen, but
no, Byron Allen. Who's he funded by? King World. That's white money.
Okay, never mind.
King World is the same person that put on Oprah. That's Byron Allen's white money.
Did you hear the thing what they were talking about? Like people were talking about the boule and everything like that.
Yeah, I know about the boule, but I don't want to get too far off topic.
Okay,
I don't want to get off topic.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I will rabbit hole you.
That's a whole show on the boule. But no, Byron Allen's white money. I'm not taking white money. White money comes at a cost. At a cost I'm not willing to pay.
Do you think you have a bigger platform if you don't go into politics?
Here's the thing. Politics. This is what I want black people to understand. Mm-hmm. All politics, nationwide, worldwide, politicians are only as good as their constituency allows them to be.
Explain that.
A politician is only as good as the constituency, the voter base, allows them to be. It is on the people to force the politicians and to make demands of politicians and to follow politicians. What happened when Joe Biden got elected? You are all them Democrat niggas saying we gonna hold him accountable.
Please.
They ain't held him accountable for shit.
But do you think that a lot of local politicians, the reason why they're not effective in their communities is because they're taking on national political issues?
No, a lot of local politicians are very effective in their communities.
Okay.
They're effective to those who are politically engaged.
Okay.
And most people aren't politically. Niggas think you vote, then you go and have fun for 2 years. No. Voting is just voting is one day. Politics is what happened politics, see, today's the day to vote, right? Uh-huh. Politics isn't today. Today is the graduation ceremony.
Today's a wedding, and then you have to
Yes, then you got the marriage. Politics starts tomorrow. Politics starts tomorrow, and they're going to last for the next 2 years up until the next day. The voting is a day off. The politics starts tomorrow. And black people, when a black person is being isolated, we tend to leave them to. All you got to do is tell a black person, and even this, all you got to do. Look what happened with Kanye and Kyrie. All you got to do to these simple niggas is, I heard niggas arguing, well, Kanye did it different than Kyrie Irving. Who the fuck care how they did it? What are they talking about? What's the substance of the issue, you dumb nigga? You got niggas that'll argue over who did it right. There is no right way to protest what's going on.
But there's right and then there's right. You know, niggas, we have degrees of right and wrong.
There is no
put layers on shit.
When you're fighting oppression, there is no rule book. There is no way you can follow, and the oppressor be like, well, you did it this way. You spoke to me kindly. You said it that way. I'm going to give you what you want. That doesn't exist. But you get niggas arguing for 10 hours over who did it right.
Well, you know what? Even though you may not be a politician and you don't want to go into politics, have you ever thought about like speaking in front of Congress or?
That's what I just did this past weekend. I went down to Washington, D.C. and I spoke in Washington, D.C. about why black people need reparation.
No, I'm talking about in front of like a Senate committee or something like that.
If invited.
I could totally see you like.
If invited, but let me tell people something real clear about politics.
Okay.
Let me tell you something real weird about politics. It's not about getting in, it's about staying in. And when you get in,
gotta stand up in.
People take money, and there's money offered to you on both sides. And until I see black people get to a point to where we're willing to chip off, and I mean in a major way, politicians, it don't mean anything. It's just talk. It's fake hustle.
Wow.
So no.
Is it a Wizard of? Are you think politics is more like the Wizard of Oz, where you keep on trying to you're voting whatever, and there's just a man behind the curtain?
No, I don't want to get into that. It's a whole other topic. Let me finish. But let me wrap it up. Because I want to stay on topic. I'll go ahead and finish it on in a second.
I'm sorry.
So when it comes down to it, no. That's the thing. Black people always want somebody else to do it for them. No, black people have to adopt the mindset that if it's to be, it's up to me.
Wow.
And when we have a collective consciousness of that, then maybe somebody like me may be comfortable going and making a political run.
Can you say that once again? That was very profound what you just said.
Black people have to develop a mindset if it's to be, it's up to me. And everything we want other people to do, we have to be willing to take that mantle and do it ourselves.
Amen.
I didn't say somebody needs to give us reparations. I got my ass on a flight and I went down there to be a part of the crowd. I didn't know I was going to speak, like I said. I just do what I think needs to be done. And I hold my politicians' feet to the fire, the people that I vote for or don't vote for.
Yeah.
That's because if a politician's going to be on the side of the people got to be watching these hoes 365 days a year.
Man, that's what.
So I don't think right now, and I'm not bashing black people. I just think right now we're not mature enough to handle what I bring. Because what I bring, them white folks gonna come for me.
Do you think because you know your lineage so much that it makes you grounded more?
That helps. That's why everyone should know their history, their personal history. That's why that's so important. Because I'm not about to die for no niggas. I'm not. I'm not. I'll do this because I love me. I love us, and I do what my heart and my spirit says to do. But I'm not about to run for political office and get thrown in jail like Omar Bradley, like Kwame Kilpatrick, like all these other black politicians, Ray Nagin. I'm not gonna, because they did one thing that white folks didn't like, they in prison, and what do niggas do? Why you should run? Shit, you gonna serve my prison time if they trump up a charge and say I did something I didn't do?
Wow.
No. What we need is for black people to adopt a mindset of we're gonna hold our politicians accountable in a real way, and the people who are in their office, we gonna do our parts to make them be what we need them to be. I'm about to wrap it up. I want to say this. When it comes to reparations, we as black people got to know that they are here. We're going to get them as long as we know we're going to get them. And as long as we make reparations our only political agenda. When these politicians come to us and say, well, what about LGBTQ rights? Well, we can talk about that after black Americans get reparations. Well, what if the Republicans win? They wasn't going to give us shit, but the Democrats just had 2 years in the House and the Senate. What did they do?
Not a damn.
Because you have dumbasses like Roland Martin talking about you ain't going to get nothing if the Republicans get in. Well, we just had 2 years of a Democratic president, Democratic House, Democratic Senate, Democratic vice president with a tiebreaker. And what did they give black Americans? A hard fucking time.
Well, you have dicks and dashikis that always want to be talking heads for the community.
So
no shade. He went to my high school.
Yeah. So it's like we have all this that went on, and so at the end of the day, traditionally these white folks all they do is fight and kill each other and shoot each other. That's what they do. The only thing that's ever brought them together was their hatred of us. So if black people learn how to back up, because we always play Captain Save-A-Hole with these people. They have these issues. We come in and save the day, and then they go right back to fucking us over and giving everyone else our taxes.
Because we're not sociopaths.
And so we fall on the sword for this country, and this country turn around and fuck us while we on the ground. So how about we just back up, and let the conservatives and liberals fight each other. And let's just mind our own black ass business. You know what you need to be doing instead of voting? Checking your kids' homework. What we can do instead of voting? Go on date night with your wife.
Come on.
If you want to know what we can be doing instead of voting, spend a little extra time building that business. We got a lot of internal politics that we got to clean up here within house before we even interact with these people. Let's clean up our home. Let's clean up ourselves. Let's be the best we can be. We'll re-engage politically when we're on code and we have a serious mindset of getting everything that's due us. Because no more am I voting for everyone else's rights. You dig?
Can I? This is the last question. I know we're wrapping up, but can I? Okay, tomorrow, if the election doesn't go, if it swings where Republicans going to run the House, going to run the Senate, what warning or what is your word for the black community?
Get back to building yourself and building your family. It don't matter what happened with them.
Got you.
Those is white people problems.
Come on, white people problems.
They're not fucking with us, so fuck them. Let them fight it out. That's not our issue. But I want to say this. Thank y'all for listening on Caffeine. Thank y'all for listening on YouTube. And know that reparations is here. We're going to get them. We just got to stay focused.
Can I say one thing to you, Dewan?
Yeah.
I know you don't want to run for political office, but please continue to be a voice in the black community because we need people like you.
I appreciate it. I'm going to continue to be a voice, and we're going to really hold these politicians and the media and these neutered, bitch-ass athletes' feet to the fire. Hoe-ass niggas. My name is Dewan B. Remember this. There are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages from those who are willing to listen and pick up the game. My name is Dewan. I'm out.
Blessings.
Dewan B. Black History Commercial. Take
1, and here comes the 2 to the 3 and 4.
Hold up. Celebrate our warriors and scholars. Black history on a t-shirt. Black people don't owe anybody anything but an ass whooping. Yeah. Mothers of the movement, our scholars. Instead of wearing a sports jersey with someone else's name on your back, celebrate our leader's name on your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Get yours now at hotepish.com/shop. Free shipping on all orders over $75. Also, get your Black American Music Family Tree at incenseandashtrays.com/shop. 400 years of music created here in North America exclusively by Black Americans on one piece of artwork.